Gameoncloud9.
Listen, if you want to have a cross-universe debate, if you want to have a versus match, then there need to be established ways to quantify each character's abilities. That's what you need. You need quantifiable ways. Now, you don't want to use the OBD. That's fine. Okay, you don't want to use the OBD. But you want to use databooks, even though there are things in the manga that clearly contradict the databooks. The Rasen Shuriken can't destroy a mountain. And I don't care what the databook says, because that's not what the manga shows.
All right, and I agree with you, but I mean that doesn't mean you can void out the databooks as a whole. Otherwise, I can do the same
yes,
thing.
you can.
No,
you can only use feats.
Because OBD has been wrong. There's been people that made corrections to things. Things have been wrong. So if that's the case, then you can't take OBD's word for everything because it could be wrong.
So what? Being wrong doesn't mean that you're being wrong doesn't mean you're entirely wrong.
I'm using the same logic that you're using, pretty much. Like
no, you're not using the same logic that I'm.
Ervin. The OBD
it's like if a mathematician if a mathematician was working on a problem and they got it wrong, you would say, well, shit, we can't trust mathematics. We got to throw out all the math because this one person got a problem wrong.
That's your logic. There was something wrong in the data book, so therefore we have to go ahead and void out all
No. Because what people like to do when they use data books is they like to give characters abilities that haven't been shown in the series. You can only
I didn't give any abilities to anything. I never used the particular jutsu that they said Naruto's supposed to have.
Yeah, yes you did. When you said, oh, that missile can shoot through bedrock. We never saw that missile blow up even a building.
Yes, we did.
What? We never seen it blow up a building. I'm sorry.
We never saw it do anything.
It never blew up a building. Actually,
saw the technique in the series we saw, and basically what it did is clarify how much damage it's capable of doing. I would say the same thing happened in One Piece. If the same thing happened in One Piece, if the same thing happened in One Piece, I would give him that feat. If Oda would have said,
no, I wouldn't give him that feat. You can only use what the characters have shown. That's what you can use.
In the SPS, if Oda would have come out and say, "Yo, Luffy, when he did, Elephant Gun, is capable of shattering diamond or something."
Yeah, but listen.
And I would say bullshit. Oda doesn't know what he's talking about.
Bullshit. It's serious. How you gonna tell him that he don't know what he's talking about?
Than a diamond.
Unless it's a displayed feat.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't give characters feats that they don't have. And it doesn't matter if it comes from. It doesn't matter if it comes from a data.
The only way I would void it out is if Luffy tried doing it and then it didn't work. Then I would say, okay, well, then the clarification he gave in the data book must have been wrong. It was a contradiction. Thus, I would take it away. But if he decided to give a description of how much damage is capable of doing in the data book to clarify or to give us a better idea of what he's able to do, then I'll give it to him. No, it didn't
clarify anything. It gave him a feat that he never had. That's what you're trying to use the data.
Listen. Listen. The databooks also said that apparently Haku from Naruto can move at the speed of light. Do you believe that too? Exactly.
It's
giving the character.
Tell me, how do you quantify how fast somebody is in the Narutoverse? I don't understand.
No. The problem is that the data books are not reliable.
And where's the
data books are not reliable, and you have the burden of proof. That's what it means. When you have a debate, and you're the person making the claim, then you have the burden of proving the claim to be true. You can't say, "Oh, this data book says it, therefore it must be true." That's not how debates work.
But we have to go based off of what the mangaka says.
No, we don't have to go based off what the
contradiction in their own story.
Listen. It's always series first. Listen, it's always the series first.
No, OBD. That's made by a bunch of fans.
But listen, if we're having a cross battle, so what is the daily book?
A site that's made by a bunch of fans or something that came from the writer's own mouth.
But if the writers contradicting themselves,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the writer says. It matters what he draws.
Hold on, let me ask you, Sonic Z. I want to ask you this. Do you know more than Oda when it comes down to One Piece?
No, obviously
more than Oda.
No.
Then that's basically what I'm getting at. The fans do not know more than the writer. Yes, if there's a contradiction, then you have to call bullshit, and you can't count that feat.
But what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but
exactly. What you're saying? Listen.
It's always a series first.
Listen, Ervin. Let me give you a perfect example. Does Kishimoto know more than you about Naruto?
Yes.
Does Kishimoto know more about the abilities of Naruto characters than you do?
Yes.
So then Haku must be light speed because Kishimoto said it, right?
Well, there must be. I'm thinking that he may have made a contradiction because he maybe decided to change.
Well, the thing is, he knows more about
the series than you do. He decided to change it. Maybe he decided to change it. Right.
Well, writers do change what they want to do sometimes in the series.
Ervin.
Right. So he wanted to make Haku light speed, and he put it in the data books. And then after the data books were published, then he said, you know what? Maybe I don't want.
They weren't just in the data books; they were actually said in the series too. But I mean, you know.
Well, then that must mean Haku's light speed, right?
All right. Well, if he's
So
back to the last debate. So according to your level now, according to your logic, you think that everybody from Haku and up now are like faster than
exactly.
light.
So and not only that, Sasuke was able to keep up with Haku, and this same Sasuke got speed this by Rock Lee. That means Rock Lee is also moving at fast as the speed of light. And
no, but I mean, my question to I don't know. My question is to y'all. Like again, we were talking about the manga, how much you know. I'm like, unless the manga somehow contradicts what they said, which people, these are real people. So I mean,
why should we? Why? See, this is the problem. If the mangaka says that something is true, and then later on in the series it contradicts it, which do you believe? Do you believe the contradiction, or do you believe what they originally said?
I believe what the new explanation is because it's the freshest information.
What? You believe what?
Whatever they displayed recently, then I'll go with that. And then if there's a
why?
Because it's more updated. That's why.
What the?
No, that's just your speculation.
Well, no, unless the writer comes out and explains what they did there, I'm just that's basically what I'm trying to get at. I mean,
Ervin, I have something to say too. Like, all right, I don't understand why we're using databooks in the first place because we're having a cross battle, so databooks won't really help you anyway. Second of all, like everybody said, the writer contradicts himself, right? So that's why we have OBD to calculate what the author contradicts. So why can't we use those feats?
The OBD again is made by fans.
I know, but listen. Sometimes.
Listen, none of this matters, because it's impossible to have a debate with Ervin.